lost mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. To throw is Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here's Newton now on second down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy going all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Second down. Here's Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Keep it skinny.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking back to week 1 for Melvin Gordon, by his standards, just an okay game on the ground, 64 yards on 15 carries.
But he also gets it done catching the football. He's a complete back, and in this ball game, he had 102 yards off of 9 catches, so we'll see plenty of that as the season develops.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 53 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina ready to take the field again. And, you know, the Panthers, that big week 1 win against Dallas, now they run into a tough one in week 2. They're at Atlanta. You got to remember, Atlanta is both angry after their week 1 loss, and they're well rested.
Yeah, after playing Thursday to 6, so it's almost a mini open week for them. Get a little bit of extra time, but they've got their own concerns trying to get their offense cranked up. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. And don't forget, Hurricane Florence hitting the East Coast. Well, that wreck preparations as well as Carolina tries to get ready.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets him here. And a good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Newton on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Newton. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And caught left side, Olsen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. A dump off to Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Desmond King on the return. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. 2nd down, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rivers now to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Newton flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
0.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes it...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Over the middle is down Tyrell Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A CD looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover margin, had their chances, and got a field goal block down the stretch that would have won the game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a field goal late in OT too, and they missed it wide left. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Throwing Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we got a second here to look back to week 1. A handful of nice road wins. The biggest surprise, no doubt, CD. How about Tampa Bay winning at New Orleans?
Yeah, that was a big one because I'm not sure how many people really expected that. We looked at the schedule in preseason and thought, oh, my God, for Tampa. At New Orleans, at home for Philadelphia, home for Pittsburgh. I figured an 0-3 start. If they won one of them, it would be great. Well, they got it on Sunday, winning at New Orleans. Washington at Arizona, Cincinnati at Indianapolis, Kansas City at the Chargers. All of them had big wins in week 1. But didn't you think Chicago was going to pull it out?
Oh, that was going to be a stunner. And if Chicago and the Saints had won, some elimination pools wouldn't have had many people left.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers showed up, and poor Chicago went home with an L.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Do so. 20.
To throw again. Newton escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a play fake here on first down. Right side catch. This is Gates. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Shaq Thompson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Gordon on 1st down, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Rivers now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. One last throw here for Newton. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your